Hey guys, welcome to the 30-day project, day 12. I am so blessed and grateful to have you guys with me another day. And I pray that those that need to be inspired, those that are going through tough times, or those that need to find God in their lives, when they come to my videos, it will inspire them and enlighten them. Let's get into today's topic. The title of this video, Putting Everything That We Learned Thus Far to the Test. Basically, utilizing all the tools that God has given us. I have a situation each and every day, like everyone else, but this situation is really weighing down heavy on me. So I had other plans to put other videos out, but I said, you know what? This is what this project is all about. It's not just about getting a house. It's not just about the testimonies that I have proving to you guys that God is real and God will show up. It's also to show you in real time when I'm going through something. I want to show you what I do to get through it. Hopefully someone out there can utilize this, and hopefully someone out there that is going through the similar situation that I am will use this as a way to say, you know what, there is hope. You know what, I don't have to give up. This brother didn't do it. Why should I? I'm not special. Even though I may be a Christian, even though I was baptized and born again and given my life to Christ, at the end of the day, God does not look at anyone any different while we're here on earth. When we're in His realm, time for judgment, that's a different story. But as we are all on earth, it's like basically we're running the race. We're all trying to get to where we're supposed to be. And I hope that you guys are like me and understand what life is all about. We must understand the fact that we were created by a creator, and our creator expects something from us. And that something is to serve Him and utilize everything that He tells us to do. So when it's our time to be in front of the gates of heaven, they will be wide open for us. That's what life is really all about, if you think about it. So I hope and pray that whoever is listening to this, whoever is watching my videos, they can get something from this, and hopefully it'll ensure them a ticket to heaven as well. My situation that I'm dealing with is a very difficult one. As you guys know, I kind of touched on it in the last video. And don't get me wrong, I am still grateful. I'm still very happy that we have a home. But do you remember when I said there's actually a downside to it? You remember when I said there's more to the story, but I'm not going to get into that? Well, there's a lot more to that story. And of course, I don't have that much time to get too far into it. But I'm going to at least tell you why I am feeling the way I'm feeling now. That house is basically my ex-wife's house. And you guys know that we were living together here in the house that we are in now, that we're being evicted from. But just as separated individuals that are taking care of our children, that's it. Now, as a Christian, and I'm not going to get too deep into it, I believe there is no such thing as divorce. I believe that anything can be worked out unless there was adultery, unless there was cheating involved. That's a totally different story. But in our case, there was no cheating on my end. So in my eyes, I honestly feel like there's no real reason why we should be the way we are. But at the end of the day, I can't force anybody to love me. I can't force anyone to want to be my wife. But it does hurt because A, we have a long history together, and B, we have 5 kids together. But nevertheless, here's my situation. She ran to that house, rightfully so. Now, my boys, of course, followed, rightfully so. So now I'm in this big, empty house all by myself. And I figured, well, that'll give me the ability to get caught up on things, especially my videos, stuff like that. But it's weighing down heavy on me. I'm not gonna lie. It would weigh heavy on anyone, especially knowing that I really didn't do, I believe in my heart, anything to cause divide like this. But it's time to put my money where my mouth is. It's time to utilize everything that we learned, and we're gonna get through this together. There may be someone out there feeling and going through the same thing I'm going through. We're gonna get through this, and we're gonna utilize everything that we learned, and we're gonna utilize every tool that God has given us. Let's recap and go over everything that I covered thus far. If I look back on my channel and go back to we're at day 12, so we have 11 videos, and the first 3, which if you're new, please, I would watch those videos. Those are my introduction videos. They thoroughly explain everything that's going on here in more detail. So yeah, check those out. Day number 4, I actually don't even remember. Please forgive me. I don't remember what I covered on day 4. So yeah, please forgive me for that. I'm a little absent-minded. Day number 5, the power of prayer. Now, of course, that's the biggest one for any situation that you're going through. Always, that should be the first. Prayer is like the gun on your hip. That's the first go-to weapon in your arsenal. Of course, pray and pray and pray. Ask God for anything, because he already knows what we need. He already knows what we're going through. He already knows what we want. It's just sometimes I talk to him, especially in this situation when I feel lonely. Use him as if you were talking to your friend. You know, he wants to be the shoulder you cry on. Believe me, he does. He wants your intimacy. He wants you to go to him at your toughest times. The next thing, day number 6 was help with divorce. Now, that's exactly what I need right now, right? I need help with my divorce, so to speak. So for those that are in the same situation I am and you didn't watch that video, go to that video. That goes into depth, and I try to do the best I can helping you guys with that. And again, I'm going to be taking my own advice, and I'm going to be applying it to what I got going on today. Number 7 is my relationship with God. That pretty much doesn't apply to what we're dealing with right now. Number 8, love thy neighbor. Same thing, doesn't apply to this situation. Day 9 was respecting the will of God. Now, that's an important one. Absolutely, I must respect the will of God in this situation, because you know what? He would have stopped it if he wanted to. He could have stopped it if he wanted to. He could step in and just simply have my wife come back to me and everything go back to normal. But there is a reason for everything, and I'm respecting his will. And I know in the end, it will always be that he did it for my own good. And that's why I never question him or get upset like, God, you know, why me? Why can't you just, you have the power to that and the third. I don't think like that. I used to when I was younger and I wasn't matured in the Lord, when I wasn't spiritually mature yet. That's the way I thought. That's the way I flipped out on God so many times. And I'm glad he forgave me. And I'm glad I was able to repent from that, because we cannot and should not ever get loud and especially disrespect our Father in heaven. That's a no-no. You can, be frustrated. We all are, but you need to take your frustration out in a more positive way. The next one, day 10, watering our seeds from God. Yeah, that doesn't apply to this. And last but not least, yesterday's video was when one door closes, another opens. And you know what? That's a good one to end on, because that's exactly what I need to think about. It's unfortunate. It's probably something that some people don't ever want to have to really come to grips with. When she left me, there's going to be an opportunity now to find someone new, someone better, someone that's going to love me even better. Now, as much as that sounds like, it's a kind of a thorn in your rear, but at the end of the day, you have to take it that way, especially if there's no hope, especially if that person will not, and there's nothing that can be done to restore your marriage, and it's over, and you did everything in your power and in your will to save it, and yet you're still in this position, and you prayed, you on it, you've been doing everything that you possibly can to save it. Unfortunately, she's not the one. There is someone out there for me, and I just have to start all over, start fresh, and that new person will treat you and treat me the way we're supposed to be treated. And he or she will be provided to you by God, and that person will be the right one. And it just goes to show you that these tools that God gives us, they absolutely work. They're there for a reason. And there's many other tools that God gives us to get through these type of situations. We didn't even scratch the surface yet. See you tomorrow.